Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Yes, you get ready. If you want the hottest street tea, you're in the right spot. Mother T's bringing you breaking news with realness. Tell your friends, tell your family, because this is the show serving good tea and good vibes. It's the TV show. Make sure you're sharing, liking, subscribing. Hey, tea sippers. Hope y'all are vibing today. We've got some stories to dive into, starting with TikTok. If you're in the Discord, you know I hopped on TikTok recently and bam, smacked with a wall of terms and services. I refuse to click agree. Turns out, if you do click, there's no opting out. I haven't agreed, but now TikTok, especially on desktop, is blocking me. Search options? Gone. Can't look up creators, can't check trends until I comply. Check this out real quick. My For You page, my profile, and here it is. We are updating terms of service and privacy policy effective January 22nd, 2026. They're talking corporate updates, new location tracking, geolocation, real-time tracking, ads outside TikTok, the whole 9 yards. And if I click agree, I'm locked in. I'm not clicking. Honestly, I might just delete TikTok. I don't make money there. It's a throwaway app. Most creators are moving to Instagram or YouTube Shorts. I saw this coming. Creators making $5K a month a year ago are now earning $100 a month. They're paying pennies. And now TikTok can use your content to make money and you see nothing. People are digging into the terms and it's scary stuff. We'll watch some clips from YouTube Shorts and Instagram to show what I'm talking about.
Now to breaking news in the ongoing battle over TikTok. A deal has been struck. The social media app finalized a deal to spin off its U.S. operations and loosen its ties to China so it can avoid being banned in the U.S. TikTok has signed agreements with investors including Oracle, Silver Lake, and MGX, which will each own a 15% share in the venture. The company says a new version will operate under defined safeguards that protect national security. China-based ByteDance will retain a nearly 20% stake.
The new TikTok is here as of yesterday. Officially, TikTok has switched to the American version. And by the looks of it, you don't even get to disagree or look at anything else. You get to just agree. Now, the updated corporate entity obviously is the American version. The location is very interesting, though. I've been having people try to go to the settings in their phone, go to TikTok and go to their location, but there is no location feature anymore for you to be able to turn off precise location, etc. And it's kind of looking like this agree button is your permission. And basically how they're going to be able to use your information is that anything that you put out on TikTok is essentially theirs as well. And they're going to go ahead and use a lot of your patterns and behaviors and things that you do on TikTok as a way to continue to train their AI algorithm. Now, besides all of the geolocation, precise location stuff that's changed on TikTok, the biggest thing that this American entity is going to really push and really hold you accountable for is any type of branded post, sponsored ad, because they want it to go through them. They want to be able to go ahead and collect a piece of your advertising. So be really careful if you're trying to do branded posts, etc., without labeling it first.
It might be over for TikTok, and they're doing this right now. If you woke up this morning and popped open your app and you saw this, you know shit is about to get real. Let's start with this right here. New types of location information, including device geolocation. We may collect from you with your permission. So if you agree to that, you agree to that. That means it don't matter if you turn off that location thing in your phone, they will still know exactly where you at. And you know who I'm talking to. Now let's go into some more of these changes because everything is about to change. So whenever you upload a video to this platform, your video, they will be able to use it royalty free, which means if they want to use your videos and ads, they don't have to pay you for it. If they want to use your videos to promote TikTok, they don't have to pay you for it. Whatever they do with your video, it is theirs. You have no control of it. Basically, they can use your videos to do whatever they want to do with it. Mind you, if you hit that agree, you cannot opt out of that. There's no way around it. Then they can actually reclaim any username. What does that mean, right? So if you're not using your username for 180 days, they can take that. If your username violates any policies, they can take that. If you're banned from TikTok, they can reclaim your username. And guess what? Somebody else can use it. So for example, fake accounts acting like people that they're not. If you lose your username, those fake accounts just might be able to get that username and be you. Now let's get to the money. For the people that's making money on this app, they're saying basically, don't get it twisted. Just because you put your videos on this app, it doesn't mean that you got to get paid for the videos that you put on this app. If you're getting millions of views and you're not a part of these programs, you will not be getting paid. What programs? The creator program, rewards, subscriptions, things of that nature. Mind you, just like I said before, they can use your video to make money. And even if they take your video and your video makes money, you won't make money. And that's just letting y'all know a few things that's going on. It's more than that. Read those guidelines.
We need to delete TikTok. U.S. citizens need to delete TikTok. Anybody in the United States needs to delete TikTok. This is their privacy update. They're collecting information if you're transgender, non-binary, whether you're a citizen, whether you are not. They're collecting all this information now. This was not part of their privacy policy before yesterday. This is the privacy policy before the US had to take over for US people. This is vastly different. This is horrifying. You guys, we need to spread the word and talk about this because this was a screen grab from the Wayback Machine taken earlier this week. This is now what it says. This is not in what was earlier this week. They are going to be spying on us. This is Big Brother to the nth extreme. We all need to go on to Skylight, Blue Sky, because we are literally getting watched.
The new terms of service and private policy on TikTok is insane, and I really need you to watch this before you click agree. I know we think we've seen this before. We ain't ever seen nothing like this before. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not saying you should stay on the platform, get off the platform. Whatever you do with this information is your choice. I just want you to understand what it means before you decide, okay? First thing we need to understand is that TikTok is now owned by the USDS. That's the United States Data Security. Okay. Now here are the updates. TikTok gets a permanent irrevocable license to your content, even after you delete it. Your content can be used to train TikTok's AI models forever. Other users get a perpetual license to reuse your content once it's shared. TikTok can use your name, your profile image, and ads without paying you. That's the problem for me. Okay. TikTok can ban or restrict you at any time for no reason. You waive most legal rights. Damages capped at $100. Lawsuits limited to 1 year. TikTok collects your drafts and contents before you even post. Collect biometric data, including your face prints and your voice prints. And here's the thing. It's like when you agree to these terms, you can't even fight about it in the future. Please take it from me, from somebody who is in the middle of IP lawsuits right now. I'm not even done. TikTok may share your data with law enforcement and government agencies. They are the law enforcement and government agency, actually. Anyway, I say all that to say there's got to be another app. There's got to be another thing we can do. I understand the benefit that TikTok brings creators, but I also need creators to understand the benefit and the value that we bring these platforms. Your IP is your wealth. I just made a Substack post about this. IP is the new currency. And in these terms of agreements, they're trying to take it all.
TikTok, your immigration status, your geolocation, your mental health diagnosis. This is the private information that TikTok is now lawfully collecting from you. If you already agreed to the updated terms, you can just drop a crying face emoji right now. It's about to get rough. Now, starting with good news, you still own the videos that you upload to the platform, but there's a catch. You give a worldwide, irrevocable, a permanent license for TikTok to use your video and all the stuff contained in it. If you're a creator, you're putting your songs, you're putting your audiobooks, you're putting all of your stuff within the framework of a video. video. So if TikTok can use your face, your music, can remix your videos, can use it for paid ads, it's not only doing that without getting any permission, without paying you anything, but it also says you are opting into AI training. And this is the worst part of everything. To not meaningfully allow people to opt in, they are forcing you into AI training and into giving your private data. Why do you need to know about my sexual orientation or my mental health diagnosis? If you're gonna keep using TikTok, please go into your settings, turn off targeted ads, and in the securities and permissions, please turn off every single thing you can find. I really feel like this is TikTok saying I'm going to literally tell you every way that I'm exploiting you. I'm saying it to your face, and I don't think you're gonna do anything. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below.
The thing that's wild? Geo-tracking. It's not just when you post, it's real time wherever you go. Imagine being at a protest, filming, streaming. TikTok knows your location. People could harass you, or even authorities could track you. Creepy, invasive, digital stalking level scary. Why does TikTok need your orientation, immigration status, mental health info? The terms are aggressive, and most of us just click agree blindly. Not me. I trusted my instinct. TikTok's a mess. I use it to scroll, catch info, trends, but I can do that elsewhere too. This update, a whole nightmare. Switching gears, we gotta talk The Game and Shani Harrison. For context, Shani is Evelyn Lozada's daughter, 32 years old. They co-host a podcast and recently interviewed Shani's baby daddy, The Game. They have a 1-year-old, Blaze. This podcast? Sad, messy, and honestly predictable. Game's behavior? Zero surprise. Let's jump into clips and I'll break it down.
We are sitting down together on the same set with Jason, The Game Taylor.
This is going to be your best episode.
Are you surprised that they weaponized the fact that you two had a baby against me on the show?
I feel like you manifested Blaze.
I don't try to duck who I am as a person.
Okay, so I want to take this moment to clear the air on a few things. Did I ever sit on your lap when I was 12? Were the mother of your other children and my mom best friends? And was I calling her auntie? Am I a gold digger? Did you ever have sex with my mom?
I'm not doing the back and forth on the internet. When I see you in person, and one day I will, have that same energy. It's all that I ask.
Well, I'm happy that you're here, but I have a bone. I have a big bone to pick with you.
So that was the intro that got everybody hooked. So now we're going to watch some key highlights from the podcast.
When she told me, I was shocked a little bit. Like literally, I was shocked. And we got into this, thing. I love being a dad, right? Like absolutely love being a dad. But I was shocked as shit. And I don't think it was the reaction that Sha wanted. So she cried a little bit. And it was uncomfortable for her and for me. I didn't want to make her cry. I just was like, I didn't know what to say because I hadn't had a kid in 14 years. So I was like super shocked. She had never had a kid. So of course she was super shocked. But when she found out, she kind of got to live with it a little bit, like I didn't know as soon as she knew. So she lived with it a little bit, processed it. And then once it got to me, she had already kind of lived with it a little bit. So I was super shocked. She cried a little bit. I was really thrown out to the wayside about that because I didn't
Feel like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning another child before I got pregnant.
Yeah, true.
Like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
On our first date, you were talking about a Blaze, not him exactly.
Yeah.
But you were talking about a Blaze, so you agree with that?
I do agree with that. I think that and
we talked about kids.
Yeah, true. But just so you guys know, because you guys are beautiful women. You guys are still like women, right? But men, right? Men see a baddie, we think like I'm gonna get her pregnant. That's what men think when they see a baddie.
You gamed me.
You gamed me.
I'm just asking.
Hey, I'm just saying, when a man really sees a woman that that he likes and it's a baddie, that'd be our first thought. Like we be thinking like, damn, like I would have a baby by that. So yeah, I'm manifested. I'm manifested.
Objection. This ain't nothing but dusty behavior. Real men don't think that as soon as they see a baddie that they're gonna impregnate her. That's immature men. This man is damn near, 45, 46 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And that's still your mentality, like you're 21. And then what the fuck is Evelyn laughing about? Why is she back there laughing like a hyena? And her daughter is clearly hurt and feels like she's been gamed. This is a woman who came into a relationship with no children. This man already had a bunch of kids. I don't find anything funny about this situation.
Manifested. Yeah, game, manifested,
So what lessons do you have, like, from raising your older children that are showing up in how you raise Blaze?
So the thing that I've been finding a little bit different is that I'm slower. Like I'm older. I'm like when I had Harlem, I was 23, Justice, I was 27, and in Cali, I was 30. So I was a little bit young and faster, and it's like, I'm obviously 46, right? I'm still in, pretty good shape. And when my son gets to, crawling around, like he down there. So I got to get down there with him. And sometimes these knees don't be kneeing, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think it's a little bit more of a physical challenge. I mean, I'm not on a walker or holding a cane, but I'm not, running around as fast as I used to. So that's a challenge to be able to, and you guys know, like I'm out every day doing cardio, and
But I will tell you, I've had people ask me this. They're like, well, how did you feel when you found out that he was the dad? Like, what? And my initial feeling was I was shocked. Yeah. But then I found so much, I found so much peace and I know how you love your kids, and I know how you parent your kids. And I said to myself, you know what? He's a great dad. He's a great dad. And so I found a lot of comfort in that. And now that we've been doing the family thing for some time, I'm like, I couldn't even see my life without Blaze.
Yeah.
So grateful that you're in our lives, because I feel like, you and I, like, well, whenever I need advice, I'm doing something, the podcast, whatever, like, it's been good. Like it flows, We've had. How did you make me a grandmother before 50?
How
did that happen, Jay?
I knew.
It was 49.
Yeah.
It was before 50, technically.
I knew you were in the crunch, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to hit you with that so that by the time you're 60 years old, you have a whole, like, 5th, 6th grader. I didn't want to wait, any longer because...
know how to process the information.
It happened very quickly.
Yeah, like I didn't know how to, like, process it, right? Like, Shaw tells me she's pregnant. Obviously, we have a great private conversation, and I had to sit with it for a little while because I'm like, I'm gonna be a grandmother. Like, this is weird, Like, I know I'm 50.
Well, and you've never been a grandmother yet, so I know you were like, what does that look like for me?
What does that look like? Like,
Objection. She's such a bird. Why is she acting like, what do you mean, young grandmother? Shaniece's 32. Her mother is 50. Not a young grandma, man. Average age. Yet Evelyn's acting dramatic, trying to center herself. I'm a young grandmother at 50. No, you're not. This is embarrassing, watching Evelyn act like it's a teen crisis when her daughter is fully grown. Shaniece's voice is quivering on the podcast, emotion tripping. She believed the game's promises, thought they'd have a family. Here's the reality check. Women over 30 are often made to feel over the hill. Shani, she's 30, unwed, child-free until now. Game, 44, 46, running his usual game. She thought she was the one because she's young, Latina, pretty, a baddie. But nope, same man all the other baby mamas got. This isn't just heartbreak, it's pressure. Society tells women over 30 to hurry up, settle down, have a baby. Shani fell for it, but game, cornball moves. Real men protect their seed, don't just impregnate for sport. Child support, debts. This is how men lose credibility. Honestly, this podcast should have stayed private. Evelyn in the background laughing like a coyote makes it even weirder. Shani got hurt because she assumed a relationship, but this was a situationship. Being an unwed mom in your 30s, different energy than being 20. Shani broke the generational curse, no teen pregnancy, but she ends up in the same cycle because of a man running game. And Evelyn? Something about her energy with game is weird, sneaky, flirty vibes. Could there be history there? She seemed too invested, too giggly, asking about becoming a grandmother instead of checking in with a daughter. The energy is off. Maybe Game and Evelyn had some past connection, explaining her shock. So let's talk about this relationship that ended with pregnancy. Even Evelyn didn't know what was going on. To me, that screams this was nothing more than a sexual situationship. Shani spinning it as real is wild because if her mom didn't know, the public didn't know, what does that say? Something feels off with the three of them. Odd energy, y'all. Even watching the full podcast, you can see it. Game's telling Evelyn she's bad, and she's eating it up, giggling, loving the attention. That's weird. My mom better not be giggling at attention from my ex-husband. There's a line, and Evelyn crossed it. It seems like she's still in competition with her daughter, constantly saying she's a young grandmother. No, ma'am, you're 50, middle-aged, totally fine, but not young. And the whole Game manifested this baby thing? Honey, that's not manifestation. That's him running game. Yes, Blay is a blessing, healthy, happy, but the truth? Blay came to teach Shani a lesson, make sure she doesn't repeat history, and prevent her from being a single mother of 4 by 4 men. That's the hard truth. If Evelyn won't tell her, I will. This was a serious conversation that should have happened off camera, not for the internet. Shani is hurting, barely holding it together. This shows massive communication gaps. They didn't truly know each other. And another clip floating around? Evelyn shocked to learn Game is a felon? Like what? Basketball Wives' great detective didn't know the guy's background? Tiffany was your bestie, Evelyn. How do you miss this?
The fact that you two had a baby against me on the show, like I had a feeling it would happen, but like, how did you feel about that? Because
they called you a felon.
Yeah. I mean, true.
Are you a felon?
I am. So I don't feel slighted by someone trying to like throw like my past at me. Yeah, I'm a felon. My mama know I'm a felon. My kids know I'm a felon. My fans know I'm a felon, and that's just what it is. I don't try to duck who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Am I in jail? Absolutely not. Made some mistakes in the past. Yes, I have. I was young, a little misguided. My father died a long time ago. Even when he was alive, I didn't really lean on him for advice the way I should have, the way my children can to me. So yeah, I made some mistakes. I'm not like one of those who's going to hide or, mask my face because I have a fear of somebody being judgmental about who I was at one point in time in my life. What I do know for a fact is anybody that's speaking my name, right, will not say that and if they see me, because one or two things. Number one, I am a felon, and number two, I'm gonna get off in your ass in person. Like I'm gonna get off in your ass. So you're not gonna even come at me like that. So do it for the show, do it on the internet. It's all cute, it's all cool. I can't really snatch my TV off the wall and break it across my knee because I'm mad at you. But when I see you in person, and one day I will, have that same energy. It's all that I ask. I'm not doing the back and forth on the internet. And 10 out of 10 times when people see me in person, they don't have the same energy. So cool, have at it.
Yeah. How many felonies do you have?
Oh,
Blaze is gonna ask one day.
Yeah.
So.
I think like on record, 2.
Look, no knock to Game. He owns his past, paid his debt, but as a fan, I know he has a felony. How are you sleeping with him, tied into the family, and don't know his background? And then the podcast line, Blaze gonna need to know one day. Girl, these are questions before he was in the picture, before sex, before a baby. This whole interview? Embarrassing. Game was honest, but the other two acting shocked is insane. It was a situationship that blew up. Shani thought because she's young, Latina, and beautiful, that Game would change for her. But nope, same man, same pattern, same heartbreak. Single mother, emotional trauma, yep, it's a lot. Tea sippers, now I want your take. How do you feel about TikTok and this new agreement? Did you click agree, delete the app, keep scrolling elsewhere? And what about the Game Shawnee Evelyn situation? Was this podcast discussion necessary, or should it have been private? And let's be real, Evelyn's energy with Game, too flirty, awkward vibes, Shawnee still hurting as a single mom? What are y'all thinking? Drop your thoughts below, share the video, hit like. That's it for now, tea sippers. Stay tuned with Mother T. Breaking news, real talk, good tea, good vibes. Share, like, subscribe. Deuces.